Today's video is going to be definitely something very different but very interesting. Believe it or not, in the year 2026, our paranormal quest is 16 years old. Meaning, this paranormal quest, this YouTube channel, is almost old enough to drive. That's crazy, and it's interesting to think about all the places we've been, all the things we've experienced, and all of the footage that we've captured. Now, we've done many a compilation, many a marathon on this channel about some of our past investigations and some of the strange and unusual footage that we captured that we truly couldn't explain. But this video is going to include moments that got our adrenaline surging, our hearts racing, at the prospect of capturing a ghost or something paranormal on camera.
This is getting creepy. Do you hear that?
But when we reviewed the footage and discovered exactly what we captured, it was almost more shocking than paranormal activity itself. So let's go back and revisit some moments from our paranormal quest where we captured footage that excited us, confused us, and in the end, shocked us.
Oh my God!
And stay tuned, because in some of these clips, you won't believe what we caught on camera.
Oh, I got cold chills.
Where did that come from, man?
Before we jump in, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Now let's go ahead and dive in to some of these truly exciting and shocking moments caught on camera.
I'm not only going to say that this building is haunted, but this is one of the most haunted places I've been.
So many people lived here, so many people passed away here.
Yeah, and there's so many people buried here as well.
So many were crammed in that even from outside the building, you could just hear them screaming.
Hello? We heard that there were spirits or energies here inside this building.
I just heard a voice come out of that room.
Out of that room?
Out of that room.
Do you feel that energy? I think the motion sensor just went off.
Whoa. Fell over.
It fell over?
There it goes.
I am gonna reset the music so we can go in here to the morgue. Come on this side, Miranda. Can you set that off out there since we're coming in here now? Come on in, Dave. It's stuck pretty good. I have this box right here. Can you come through and tell us if you're here? What did they use this cooler for? He's gone? Could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it. I'm sure I will hear it later, but I'd love to hear you say it again. Is there anyone that worked here? Is that the musical motion sensor going on?
I think it is.
I think the motion sensor just went off.
Wait.
I heard music.
So did I.
Let me go out there and trigger that motion sensor and we'll hear how loud it is. If it's incessantly loud, then we'll know we didn't actually hear it and we were experiencing pareidolia.
All right. I didn't hear it, so I'm going to let Miranda decide that.
Yes. Coming out here to trigger the motion sensor. Ah!
Did we forget to turn it on?
Is that what you heard?
Yeah. With notes of it, yeah. Well, I mean, over top of the
Wire and the radio.
and the radio. Yeah, that's absolutely what I heard.
I wonder what's taking so long.
I don't know.
There's a screen in that window.
Ryan?
There's a screen in that window. So where did it go?
Ryan?
Okay, I'm coming back.
What happened?
So come here. I came out here to check, and this is something that I don't think it was my eyes playing tricks on me because I didn't have the thermal camera and I wasn't looking at the thermal camera and I can see just fine now even though I was looking at this. But I walked out here and if it was what I think it is, that camera probably captured it.
Okay.
But I came out here to set off that motion sensor and I saw something very low to the floor about the size of a raccoon go back and into one of these rooms on the left.
Oh.
I don't know if it really was a raccoon because I searched all these rooms with the thermal camera and there's no open windows or open doors and I didn't see any raccoons.
Okay.
So that's what took me so long. I was literally going through every room with the thermal camera looking for a heat signature of an animal.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that worked here? But do you see?
What the heck is that?
There's like a heat signature. Is there a hole in the floor right here?
Yes.
So there's our entry point, Dave. So I have a feeling I think it was an animal, and I think the animal set off our motion sensor. And that was how it entered, was that hole underneath the heater.
Could be.
And that was the heat signature I was seeing, that's the outside air. You can see that the outside air is much warmer. I most definitely saw something scurrying back, like the silhouette of something scurrying back.
I mean, if you look, you can see prints. Wet prints.
Oh yeah, you sure can. Look at those little hand prints, little raccoon prints.
Yep. Well, now we know.
And that is debunked.
That's right.
Oh, yep, there it is. Caught the raccoon. The raccoon walked right up to the motion sensor and then ran.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Is that a big boy?
Ish.
Oh. It's a raccoon.
Debunked by another damn raccoon.
Did you see him?
Oh yeah, he's kind of cute. Oh.
Let me
Why
see.
does he walk like Henry?
So let's go ahead and get these cameras set up in different places. We probably scared the shit out of the raccoon. He might not be coming back, but let's go ahead and set up these cameras in different places throughout Fairfield County Infirmary and see if we can capture something actually paranormal on abandonment. Let's leave this building empty and see what happens.
Well, actually, I was outside on the corner here working on a window. It was very clearly voices, but I was totally working by myself.
They talk about all the bloodshed and violence here. Well, this was the hospital.
Oh, this.
The ghost stories that have come out of this place are infamous.
We are at the old hospital on College Hill.
Oh, I got cold
Where
chills.
did that come from, man?
No
What
way.
was that? That almost sounded like a...
Did it not sound like a woo woo? I was backing up and I heard something in my ear and I thought it was you going, "Don't run into me." Jason is lying inside the body cooler. He has a camera in there.
What? Oh my God. Hello?
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
We caught a door closing on camera when no one was in this building.
Oh my God!
That might be one of the craziest things we've caught on abandonment.
So yeah, everybody like grab your keys and phones out of the warm room. And
Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that when we walk down through there.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Are you hungry?
I mean, I could probably eat.
All right, well, we have all the cameras set up, all the audio is recording, all the equipment is set up, and we're getting ready to leave these cameras inside West Virginia's most haunted hospital completely alone to see what they pick up, see what happens when nobody's in the building. We are going to be completely leaving the hospital, and this building will be empty, so anything that happens, anything that occurs, will be free of our own human contamination. So it's going to be interesting. We have a camera on the 4th floor in the operating area. There's a camera here on the 3rd floor, and a camera on the 2nd floor, and a camera in the basement.
We've got a camera on each floor.
Except for the 1st floor.
Except for the 1st floor.
Yeah, don't lie to them.
I'm trying not to. There's just so many lights down there.
There is, yeah. That's where the elevator is. That's where a lot of the electricity comes from. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to avoid that area due to EMF contamination. So there's no electricity on these floors up here. So we'll see what happens. Means less interference for our equipment.
Of course. Yeah.
So, you guys ready to take off?
I am ready.
Let's go get something to eat.
Let's do it. I don't have it tonight. It's too cold.
That sounded very painful at the end.
The ending, yeah.
Sounded very dramatic.
That was only moderately too dramatic.
That's right.
You guys, it's 8 degrees outside.
Is it?
End of audio.
During this abandonment that lasted over 2 hours, 2 of the 4 cameras caught absolutely nothing. But in the basement, the millimeter did alarm slightly 5 more times over the next hour and 40 minutes. On the 3rd floor, the paranormal music box would trigger 1 more time at the 43-minute mark. Then 1 minute later, this happened. Right in the center of the frame, in perfect view of our camera, this door closes. And then, 14 minutes later, it closes more. This is a dramatic change to this hallway. And when we return, it's the first thing that we notice.
Now you're getting it. 2 hours? Did you all do that?
I didn't know. No. I thought we did close one door round. No, it was not this one.
It
wasn't? Unless
It was the one
there's
with
a
the
breeze.
Right.
I
I don't even have mine.
It's okay.
Where's the camera? It's on that. It would have caught it.
No, this door was open.
Dave audio back from abandonment. So
Yeah, I just
Are you
didn't
serious?
Or even if it was open or closed, it's still half open.
Right.
There's no breeze through here.
no. Holy crap.
No kidding.
And the camera caught it because it's still rolling.
Like,
God, guys. Hell yeah.
We gotta go back to base camp and look at this, but hold on, let me bring this camera closer to you, Dave.
You just blew on it and it didn't even budge. Like, I saw it wiggle, but it didn't move.
right.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
That is really weird.
Good thing it's still rolling too. Oh my God.
So,
Let me try and. Like, that's stronger than any breeze. I mean, there could be a vacuum.
Here,
that comes
give it
through,
a tiny tap in case, let's just pretend a mouse ran into it, see if it has enough. No, it's not like super free.
And plus, the mouse
have-
could have probably fit below it.
You would have to move it a very significant amount to go that close.
Yeah.
And there's a cord in the way anyways.
so this was a lot. This is where we did the
We're
setup,
leaving,
right?
yeah. This is
So-
where we did the.
That is right.
When we left, I mean, nobody was just casually like,
No chance.
No, because that would be really weird to shut the door behind us.
it would be.
Like,
But I did shut a door somewhere.
that's up on the 4th floor.
Yeah, we
I remember.
shut that door because of there was
The
a window
noise.
cracked.
Right, the roof noise.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
This one was not.
Ooh,
Let's go back to base
that's gonna
camp
be
and
awesome.
watch this footage back and see if we can see when it closes.
let's
Yeah,
do it.
that'd be
That's really creepy.
Yeah, it is.
That's sweet.
And there isn't like a breeze in here. Like,
No.
It doesn't feel like it now.
If that just happened on camera, that might be one of the craziest things we've caught on abandonment.
yeah.
That is crazy. All right, so we're officially back here at the base camp, and we want to watch this footage back because we are almost 100% positive that that door was not shut. So, if that's the truth and the door wasn't shut, then at some point on this footage, the door pushes closed.
I just don't know why we would have shut the door.
I don't either. So here we go.
The ending, yeah.
That was only moderately too dramatic. You guys, it's 8 degrees outside.
And we left, and the door, notice, we left, the door is open.
Not moved at all.
No, we left, and that door is open.
Man.
Oh,
Is the audio on?
I'll have to fast forward through this whole thing because I don't know where it closes. There it went.
Oh my God, guys.
What?
Hold on.
I mean, I know that was fast forwarded, but that moved significantly.
Here we go.
Did
Hold
anything
on.
else go off?
I'm not sure. I'm rewinding right now. Because I was...
Wow. Look.
Here we go. Let's watch it through. Regular speed.
Was that the REM pod going on?
Oh my god!
What?
Wow, man.
What?
The screen's really little, but there's no like mouse or anything. That door just moves on its own.
After 44 minutes of sitting open like that.
What?
I cannot wait to listen to that audio back.
Yeah.
And find out if the audio captured anything at the moment that happened. Like, there's no explanation for that.
That was fast.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a over 20 minutes. It kind of slowly. That was what a 5-second window. It went from over 90 degrees to almost closed.
Yeah.
That was
That
a significant amount of movement.
We should put that on my laptop
right now
and watch it.
Do you have it?
It's at the house, but
That is probably one of the craziest. Like, so I've had objects move before. I've never caught it on camera, like that clear, that undeniable. Where like, you know, especially nobody is in this building. The doors are locked. It just,
Right.
It just. Whoop.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, like I have the keys to the building right here. Nobody else has the keys.
44:25 was around the time that it did it. Between 44:25 and 44:40 is when the door moves.
We left at 7:05. Like we're well gone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And like you say, it's a very deliberate movement too. It didn't
Yeah.
take forever for
Yeah,
it to
it
close.
took what a couple seconds, if that. Just like whoo.
What?
My mind is absolutely blown right now. I can't believe that. That is the craziest thing I think we've captured in years. God.
That is crazy.
That's right,
That's
right
right.
there.
That's
Wow.
holy shit.
Let's go back to the house, which is down the hill where we're staying, and put that footage on the laptop so we don't lose it, and then we'll come back up here and investigate, because that's how important we think that footage is.
Yeah.
Should we place another camera here while we're going?
I think we should. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Just in
I didn't
case.
even think. Yeah, just put one down at the same thing.
Let's, Jason, you want to go
Yeah.
with me and grab that stuff?
We'll wait right here just in case it happens again, because I don't want to be...
Yeah, let's back up so that people don't blame us if it does.
Right, I don't want to... I can't believe that. That was... Like I said, I've never seen with my eyes a door do that, and I've never captured it on camera like that before. That is... We caught a door closing on camera when no one was in this building.
Let's go secure that footage just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, I want to just, well, no, because we didn't do it. I was saying I want to walk briskly by this and see what happens, but
Yeah, we were already
I mean,
gone
it
by 30
barely-
minutes.
barely moves. It's like
Right.
like 3 millimeters. Nothing. It's not nothing notable. Nothing to make it do that. Like that's. I keep thinking. My mind's racing, trying to think of something, but I can't. I can't even come up with a far-fetched explanation.
No.
My far-fetched was like mouse, bird. Like something
Yeah.
flew into it, and I didn't see that. So
no.
Yep. This will be our first time. We saw it on the small camera screen. This is going to be our first time watching this on the laptop. It's dumped. It's on there. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what this looks like.
Okay. So we're just doing one REM pod?
So you want to go to about 44, 40-ish. 44, 40 is where I think we should start.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear the wind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not moving.
Is that wind or is that a train?
It's wind.
The wind is really strong.
And it's not even moving it a millimeter.
It's not even swaying, it's not even budging, and you can hear the wind outside. I'll be interested to hear what the wind sounds like when the door actually moves, because if there's a very strong gust of wind to the point it's louder than any other wind that we've heard before, then we'll know that it could have been the wind. And there it is.
But how? How, though? But I still don't understand how. Because the windows are closed.
Why did it do it 40 minutes after with that much wind?
Right. I mean,
that wind in particular there, that was much louder
Yeah.
than any of the other wind that we had heard previously. So,
but I would like to know, though,
to me, listening to that wind, when that happens, there's no doubt in my mind that I think the wind picked up strongly enough to make a vacuum to pull that shut.
Sadly.
it looks like something falls from the ceiling.
Yeah, it looks like dust falling down to me.
Which is the first time I've seen dust fly around, indicating there's some sort of breeze going on in there.
Disappointing, but also it just goes to show you, you can get excited, but that doesn't always mean that it's paranormal. After watching this back and hearing it on these speakers, hearing how strongly the wind was blowing, there's no doubt in my mind that the wind picked up so strongly that it blew that door shut. And like Dawson had said, that you can see 100% that dust falling from the ceiling and suddenly dust flying around inside that hallway indicates that there was a strong breeze.
That's what it is, guys, you know? Unfortunately, that's what it is.
Paranormal investigating.
Yep.
So that means this is, after all of that excitement, this footage is debunked. I'm coming back. Didn't move.
Before we move on to the next exciting moment in this video, we have some very good news. The Paranormal Quest merch store has some brand new designs. Our friend Troy Matthews from Adelaide Haunted Horizons has been working for months. He's a talented graphic artist and he created some amazing designs by hand. And those designs are now up on our merch store at paranormalquestmerch.com. You have the Ryan and Dave design. You have the Molly, the soon-to-be haunted doll design. You have the Paranormal Quest record symbol. You have the brand new Dave, We're Leaving abandonment design. And we have many others for you to choose from. So don't miss out on this brand new merch drop. Head over to paranormalquestmerch.com, explore some of the new designs, and get something cool for yourself, for you to wear every spooky Saturday when we drop a brand new video here on our YouTube channel. But with that said, let's jump back into the next exciting and shocking moment from our paranormal quest. This place is notorious for the hauntings, the paranormal activity, the ghost stories.
From 1900 on, there was 501 people who lost their lives here. Either you left healthy or you left feet first.
It was that prominent, that loud, and I will never forget that.
This place is for sure haunted.
You only get one chance to sleep alone in a haunted asylum. And we're gonna take that chance tonight.
What the was that?
What? No way. No way.
Dude! Oh my god, that might not be something we've ever experienced before.
Wow. Someone's coming. I have never had that work like that.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Good night, everybody.
All right, so it's time. We have camera audio only, and I got my toboggan on so that it can, my winter hat, my beanie, so that I can have my head warm while I'm laying down in this sleeping bag on this cot, sleeping. Now, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't alone up here. I mean, I am alone, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't. So I have Miss Molly right here waiting for me to lay down. She's gonna keep guard and watch over me while I'm sleeping up here on the second floor. This is where we did the Estes. I literally have my cot set up right outside of that jail cell room where I was doing the Estes earlier, where Connor and Dave were really freaked out. So I'm gonna go ahead and crawl into this sleeping bag here and try and get a couple of hours of sleep here before it's time to get up.
What the was that?
My heart is pounding right now. I don't know what that sound was. I don't know if that was in my sleep. If I heard something in my sleep, like dreamed it, and woke myself up, or if this camera actually captured that. I'm hearing sounds down there. I just heard a sound so loud. To me, it sounded like a gunshot. Woke me up out of a dead sleep, or a dead almost sleep. I didn't know what it was, but I felt like I felt the percussion of whatever it was. I felt the percussion of it. There's no doubt that this sound was loud. It startled me so badly that I was afraid to move. Because my brain thought that someone was sneaking around near me.
What the f*** was that?
I can truly say that I haven't been this freaked out in a long time. My heart was pounding so rapidly, I could hear it. But what was this sound? The options raced through my brain for days. Could it have been a door slamming? Something falling to the ground in one of these asylum rooms? Let's watch it again, so you can hear it, uninterrupted. Did you see that? It's okay if you didn't. Both Dave and I watched this clip multiple times, and neither of us saw it. Until I spotted it while I was editing this segment. Watch it again, but this time, I'll zoom in for you. As it would turn out, when I laid down on the cot, I set an alarm on my phone to wake up in 3 hours, but I didn't know where to put my cell phone. So I laid it down on the toe of my boot. And 10 minutes later, I can say that I was truly scared. It took me so much willpower to go back and lay down on that cot again. And until the sun came up, I didn't ever really fully go to sleep. I had no idea at the time, but that terrifying noise that kept me awake ended up just being my cell phone falling to the floor.
Mr. and Mrs. Haymond, at any point tonight, while we're trying to make communication with you, we'd love to learn more about you.
And we hear somebody plain as day walk down the hallway on the second floor. And so we came back in and we went all over the house and there was nothing.
Holy crap.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ooh.
Did you hear that voice? Are you still there? Are you still buried there?
Yes.
And I was like, is anybody here, or anything? And there was a growl.
If you did, light that up.
Oh, this is freaking craziness, man.
That is
lighter.
That is it.
Oh! Oh! Something just touched my hand. Mr. Haymond? I'm gonna set this right here. Wait for it to reset. That is not me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hello?
Holy crap.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ooh.
Did you hear that voice?
Let it go, let it go.
Hello?
Holy crap.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ooh.
Did you hear that voice?
Holy crap.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ooh.
Did you hear that voice? Did you hear that voice when that went off?
No.
What the hell? Mr. Haymond, were you waiting for us? If that's you, can you please step away from that? Can you please step over here towards us, sir? The hell?
Mr. Haymond, here's a device right here in my hand. I'm gonna put it right up here in the windowsill. Can you go touch that device there?
Could you please step away from the device?
Please? Or maybe you're not Mr. Haymond. Or if you're someone different and you're not W.E. Haymond, can you please step away from it now?
Emma? Ethel? Are you the one who growls?
What was that?
Whoa, whoa. I don't know.
I heard that. That was like a growl, dude. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Can you push that thing over here if that's you?
But now watch.
Move it back towards me a little bit. Okay, right, it's going off. Okay, move it back to where it's going off.
That is where it was at.
Okay.
Huh. Okay, well,
that's weird.
Yeah. I thought it was something about that spot that it was sitting on. So I moved it out of that spot, and it stopped going off. And I thought, okay, well, naturally, if it's something debunkable, when I move it back, because I didn't reset it, when I move it back, it should pick up on that static again, and it should alarm. And then you move back, and it didn't.
Mr. Haymond, is that you?
Oh! Dude, something just touched my hand. Holy Dude, can you please take this? Oh my god, that scared me to death. I've never felt a touch that hard on my hand before. I am not even kidding you, man. It was right across my fingertips. And literally every hair on my body is standing up. Every hair.
Did you just touch Ryan? If you did, light that up.
Oh, this is freaking craziness, man.
Okay.
I didn't mean to react like that, it's just you startled me is all. When I walked out there, did you come over here again with me? That scared the out of me.
I just saw something fly straight up in between you two.
I was standing here filming you guys, and I had my other hand behind my back like this. And it was like a icy cold contact on my fingers, and it went across my hand.
Hey, Rod.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one's really, very rarely does the EMF trip on this one. Let's see what it does. Right next to it or near it or whatever.
There's no EMF right here.
No.
So what is setting that off?
This attic is charged with paranormal activity. The disembodied voices.
Hello? Holy crap.
What the hell? Ooh. Did you hear that voice?
A cold and noticeable touch on my hand.
Oh! Something just touched my hand. Holy sh**.
But in regards to the REM pod, at first, it seemed responsive.
Every hair. Did you just touch Ryan? If you did, light that up.
Oh, this is freaking craziness, man.
Now, it's just constant.
There's no EMF right here.
No.
So what is setting that off?
But the REM pod sat in this area for over an hour during the abandonment and was completely silent. But as it turns out, the answer to our question is a full floor below us.
It is literally right below the static ball. You don't think that thing's putting off that much static?
You could turn it off.
All the way right here. Yeah, turn it off. Turn this thing off. There we go. Immediately. Are you for real?
It's pretty strong.
This thing puts off that much static? Turn it back on.
Yeah. Sorry.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's some freaking juice right there.
This plasma ball has filled this whole third floor with so much static energy that it's triggering the REM pod almost to its max. And while this explains why we couldn't get the REM pod to stop alarming, it also could be why the third floor was off the charts with paranormal activity. It was a constant energy source for the spirits of the Haymond house to use in order to interact with us. The question is, how long will that energy last? A rock slide that would end in the derailment and crash of the train.
I've been doing some investigations out here since I was a teenager, and I'm ready to do a PQ episode here. Did you just whisper?
Mm-mm. REM pod, REM pod, REM pod. That panicked energy and the panic of the passengers that were on board too. Oh, jeez. May still be left behind in this tunnel. And for absolutely no reason, I got chills. Thought I just saw a flash of light over here.
That fear, that was running through everybody's minds.
Then I know. Wow. Did you just knock this over? Tell Dave if you just knocked this over.
We have.
You are kidding me.
All right, guys, I am getting ready for this Estes session. Ryan is walking down towards the tunnel. Gonna put my blindfold on, even though it is pitch dark out here, and we'll see what happens. Right over here to my right is where the engine of the locomotive actually went over and down into the creek, which is down below me, under this bridge.
Okay, so Dave is right back here behind me, and he is getting ready to start listening to the spirit box. He's going to be listening to the sweep through the headphones, but you're going to be able to hear it as well. It's being recorded so that you can actually listen to it with him. But also it helps us, so if we happen to have a voice come through that we can't quite understand, we can review it later. So, but he has sensory deprivation, headphones, blindfold, and he's sitting right on the edge of the bridge. And that bridge is where the train wreck occurred.
All right, sweeping.
All right. Is there anyone here with us right now? Is there anyone that can hear my voice? Give us a sign of your presence by speaking to Dave.
Something about water?
When the train wrecked, it ended up in the water. Do you remember the water? Yes or no? thought I just saw a flash of light over here. Down this path.
Right here.
Did you pass away right there? Can you tell me why the train ended up off the tracks? What was here where I'm standing? When the train came out of this mouth of the tunnel, what was right here? Were you in the water?
Ah.
What?
I accidentally stopped the recording. Just now.
You want to resync it?
Yeah. Resync.
Dave is restarting on the recorder that is recording the S-Box because he accidentally stopped it.
That's what happens when it's pitch black out here, you guys. Okay, blindfold on. Sweeping. And headphones on. I cannot hear you.
Joseph C. Riley, the engineer on the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Are you here, sir?
Everybody?
I will speak to anyone that is here, but I specifically am trying to make contact with Joseph Riley.
Water.
Again, it just said water. Is that what you remember, sir? Do you remember the water? Did the water take your life?
You heard me. Or you hurt me.
I mean, yes, I heard you. I heard you say water, but if you meant who hurt you, or that you hurt me, who are you speaking to?
There was a voice there, but I couldn't make it out.
What was the number of the last tunnel that you went through before you passed away? Tell Dave. Tell Dave the number of this tunnel. Then I know. Wow. No way. Oh man, are you kidding me? Dude, something just pushed the Spirit Seeker over. I wasn't looking at the camera to see if anything caused it. Did you just knock this over? Tell Dave if you just knocked this over.
We have.
You are kidding me. That is awesome. Thank you for confirming that. Can I pick it up and set it back up right now? I'll have to review that to see, but if that just fell over, that is crazy. There's no breeze out here at all. Stay tuned, because at the end of this session, we'll review the footage to discover what truly knocked over the Spirit Seeker. Was it actually paranormal? The answer will leave us speechless. There we go. Set back up where it was. Can you please tell me the number of this tunnel, please? Tell Dave the number of this tunnel. That... I don't know how to explain that. That was set up for nearly 30 minutes. That had been set up like that. So, why now would it just fall? Very interesting.
No breeze at all. Like I said, it's like the air is as still as it can be down here. Can you tell me whether or not you can still talk to me from wherever you are?
No.
No. So you can't speak to us then? But if you can't speak to us, then how did he get that message?
There was a voice, but I couldn't make it out.
Is it possible to come back after we die?
How's it going?
Funny that you took your headphones off. I literally just walked over here.
Really?
Yeah. Literally just hit the corner of the bridge and peeked my hand over the thing, and you took the headphones off. That's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. You saying water twice was really weird. The other weird thing that happened was I was standing there. The spirit seeker all of a sudden started to alarm, and then it fell over.
Really?
Like it had been standing up all this time and it fell over. So I was standing there over top of it, and I was like, was that you that pushed this over? And that was when you said, we have.
Wow.
With no breeze, completely still. I've not felt a breeze since we got here.
No, I wish.
Today's the most still and humid day of the summer.
I'm so anxious to see the footage of the spirit seeker falling over that I decide to stop rolling on my handheld camera and watch it back now before we pack up.
Oh, you were actually filming it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What was the number of the last tunnel that you went through before you passed away? Tell Dave. Tell Dave the number of this tunnel. Then I know. Are you serious?
Is there anything there?
Yeah.
What is it?
Look at this. Then I know.
Was that a chipmunk?
Was that a chipmunk?
We got ghosted by a chipmunk, y'all.
Wait a minute.
I think it was, or a little mouse.
Something came running out of the grass here. Do you see it? I wasn't looking at the screen at all.
Actually, it was two mice. They were chasing each other out of the grass, and when they made it to the middle of the path, the first mouse made a sharp left turn, missing the spirit seeker, but its pursuer didn't make that turn and ran full speed into the back of the device, knocking it over and sending both mice sprinting away in a flurry of terror. This is why it's so important to review footage carefully and to be open to all possibilities. In the moment when the spirit seeker fell, mice were the last thing I would have expected to find as an explanation, but that's what it was. And even though we're on a quest for paranormal activity, this footage made our whole day. We'll always remember the night I was tricked by a mouse into thinking I'd captured poltergeist activity, and look to it as a lesson as to why you should never jump to conclusions until you've seen it with your own eyes. That's why it brings us a lot of excitement to say that the experience and footage that I thought I'd captured is debunked.
I was so excited about it too. I can't wait to watch the footage back and see how excited I was. You are kidding me.
That's really weird.
That's one of the most bizarre things we've captured in years, I think. Like, I have chills all over me right now. Like, my hair is standing up because of how creepy that is.
The saying is that when they walked through Tower 7, they lost their souls. It became its own hell on earth.
This prison was built to tame the Wild West.
And they knew when they came through that door that this became the world.
There's a lot of paranormal activity that's said to be housed inside these walls.
Is there somebody down in the mess hall? Whoa!
This is the other one.
What did we just capture? What the f?
Whoa.
hell was that?
Whoa. Did that just say we're innocent?
It's just said we're innocent.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hello?
I saw a shadow just before all this stuff went off.
There's a voice there.
There is. Hold on.
I kind of feel like we may have recorded something that we were not supposed to record there.
At this point, everything within the 1912 cell house falls quiet. Allison and Cag even offer to step outside to see if their absence will provoke some activity, but nothing happens. So it's time to split up. The ladies will be heading off to the solitary confinement building, formerly the women's cell house, to investigate one of Montana State Prison's most intense hauntings. So make sure, as soon as this video ends, that you go over and subscribe to Adelaide Haunted Horizons to see what they capture. And Dave and I, well, we're gonna go spend some time in the Hole, a feared punishment area where isolation, darkness, and discomfort drove men to madness. This is known by many to be one of the most terrifying places inside the prison.
Down to the hole we go.
Rolling.
All right, rolling on my end too. Whew. It is kind of creepy down here.
It is.
It's kind of hard to believe that, punitive punishment back in the earlier years, in the years that this prison was open, was a lot different. So these cells would have been shut. They would have been sentenced 1, 2, 3 days in here, shut in. It would be dark. They'd have to sleep on the floor. They'd have nothing but a honey pot in there, which is basically a bucket to do their business in. So, these types of punishment areas, I'm sure, hold a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the weirdest part to me about this is that it is directly beside the showers, which we have a camera set up in the showers as well. So, who knows? Just imagine you're sitting in here locked in, and all you can hear is the other prisoners, the other inmates out there getting their showers.
Yeah, getting to get clean.
While you're sitting in your own filth.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, we have 4 cells. 3 of them we have access to. 2 of them, 1 right here. And then we have 2 on the other side over here. Is there anyone in here who wants to talk to us? I read that you were forbidden to speak to one another between the cells.
Hi. My name is Dave.
My name's Ryan. Yeah, recorder. Let's set the epoch up in here really fast. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put another light in here you can use to speak to us. Rolling EVP session. Placing inside the cell. Stepping outside. Whoa. Thank you.
Can you tell us your name, please? Are you trapped in that cell?
That is wild.
Are you happy to have some people down here to talk to? Epoch. Epoch said yes.
Wow.
So to us, that light that you're lighting up there is green and yellow, red and purple. Are you able to see those colors?
No. Epoch lit up no. Thank you. Could you step back away from that for just a second so we can ask a question? That is maxed out. What the f?
Could you please take a step back from that light for just one moment? Thank you. Epoch said yes. Now, right there beside that on the ground, there's a tiny little red light. If you talk to that, we can hear you. Can you tell us your name?
That was me whispering and saying, whoa. How long were you in here?
Did they treat you poorly in here? Okay, if you're still there, you can light up that light again. Like you were. Is it nice to have some light in your room? I have such a weird feeling over here to my right.
I had the same feeling when we walked in here at first.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I almost set up a piece of equipment over there because I was like, this is a very strange feeling over here. I'm going to listen back to this ending.
Here.
Let's say I can hold that like that.
Reviewing this EVP session was tough. When we set up the recorder, we had no idea the REM pod was going to be triggered so intensely, and with the recorder being right next to it, the sound of the REM pod is loud. So to save your ears, I'm just going to skip forward. But headphone users beware, even in this short clip of importance, there are points where the REM pod is obnoxiously loud.
What was that? It completely... Listen to it.
What's that whispering?
It's like the sound of the REM pod disappeared. Wait, what was that? Yeah.
There's a voice there.
There is. Hold on. That's like the weirdest thing I think I've ever had with this recorder.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so loud it's making that peak out or what.
I don't know, but it's like when the sound of it peaks out, you can still hear us.
Mhm.
Like the sound of the REM pod disappears and you can still hear us. And then there's a whispering that comes through. That's in the shower. Okay. Come on down here. That is... I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to review that back and see if the REM pod is still going off when it disappears from the audio recorder, when the sound of the REM pod just cuts out. And it has this weird aquatic sound to it. And then you hear the whispering within. What have I done something? What am I doing here?
Could be. Now hold on.
Okay.
Because that REM pod went absolutely like to the max level that it can.
Mm-hmm.
What if it was like some sort of portal-y thing?
I mean, it could be.
And we were hearing the talking within the portal.
That would be so creepy because I know for a fact that REM pod was still going off when you asked, can you take a step back from that?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't hear it on here anymore. You can even hear you talking.
Yeah.
And asking them to step back, but you can't hear the REM pod on the recorder anymore. Like, I have chills all over me right now. Like, my hair is standing up because of how creepy that is.
Yeah, that's really weird.
We have to show that to Allison and Cag when we see them next. Yeah. I've never seen anything like that happen on a digital audio recorder before. Because if it's over-modulating the sound, you're not going to be able to hear anything. If it's maxing out the speakers, you shouldn't be able to hear anything.
No.
And you can hear you asking it to step back away from it so clearly, but you can't hear the REM pod on here anymore.
That's bizarre. And it hasn't gone off since.
No. The one up in the shower did. You want to switch back? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's like something in there was manifesting or manifested as we set that in there. And you had the recorder going. And I don't know if it was just like there was so much energy in there that it was affecting that recorder.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know. I was out in the showers.
I kind of feel like we may have recorded something that we were not supposed to record there.
That's great. Yes. I missed that epoch response, but it said yes.
Yeah.
What's wild to me, again, if it is what you said, that we captured some sort of manifestation or some sort of like portal opening of some kind, if you believe in that sort of thing. It sounds to me like on that recording, it sounds like someone says, "What am I doing here?"
Right.
If that is what it says,
time travel.
Yeah, something. Maybe some other dimension. I mean, like, what am I doing here? They pop into a prison and they're in this little concrete room. Or maybe it's some sort of entity manifesting, and then it's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I have never. That is like. What did we just capture?
I don't know, and I also want to say that to me, I don't know about to you, but to me, it feels like we've been down here for an hour.
Yes.
Look how long we've been down here.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's really weird.
That's one of the most bizarre things we've captured in years, I think. That has to be one of the most bizarre things we've captured in years. I mean, not only was the REM pod going off, but the epoch was reacting and responding.
Mm-hmm.
And then that really bizarre thing on the audio recorder. I mean, can you tell us what happened? What did we just witness? Allison? Cag? Sorry to scare you. We just have to come in here and tell you about this.
Oh.
We just had the wildest experience of the entire trip.
Why?
In the hull.
Yeah.
So we set up REM pods in each cell, and we just started. We literally had just started. And we were like, okay, we have devices in each cell. Set one off to let us know where you are.
Just be aware you're live on. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Whoa.
The hell was that?
Whoa. That cat ball just fell off of
I
there.
was just standing here.
Yeah, that cat ball just fell off of there.
There.
Did your camera capture that?
No, it's pointed in that direction.
Whoa.
Would yours have caught it? No.
The sound of it.
You.
I watched it with my eyes just light up and roll off of there, though. I didn't have a chance to pan to it, though.
I didn't know because I was stood out the way.
Yeah, you weren't anywhere near
You were
it.
standing here.
Yeah, you weren't even near it. Look how much space is between her and that door.
Be aware you're live on. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Whoa.
The hell was that?
Whoa. That cat ball just fell off of
I
there.
was just standing here.
Yeah, that cat ball just fell off of there. And on the audio recorder, the sound of the REM pod just disappears, even though we know that it's going off.
Oh, wow.
And then you hear a whispering voice.
You're joking.
I'm serious. Let me find it.
Creepy.
One of the weirdest things that we've ever
Wrong one.
had happen.
For sure.
That's me.
No, it's still going.
The REM pod is still going, and you hear that whispering voice.
What the? Wow.
Isn't that creepy? I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah, that was creepy.
We'll let you guys get back to it.
Yeah, we'll let you guys get back to your session.
Yeah, that's great.
Because we wanted your opinion on it, and
Yeah.
we couldn't wait. We were like, we gotta go.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
So-
Yeah. That is superb. And they do it again. I know. Take over again. Take over again.
You had a cat ball
Get the
just
good-
fly.
And we never got it on video, so it didn't happen, did it? You don't catch it on video, David.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Your light wasn't pointed at it?
No. Everything was pointed in this direction.
Oh no, the one thing out of all frames.
That'll be the one thing tonight. And it's like PQ hogs the spirits again.
Well, if the spirits are here, you need to knock that cat ball off there.
No, that's brilliant, guys. Well done.
This is so exciting to us, because in this moment we genuinely feel like we captured something strange and otherworldly. The way the sound of the REM pod cuts out from the recorder and the whispering voice just has us scratching our heads. But as paranormal investigators, we have to explore all options. So let's pull out a REM pod and the recorder and test this again at home. Alright, so I'm sitting here in the Paranormal Quest and Coffee and Scream office, and I have a little story to tell about this recording that we captured at the Montana State Prison in the hole. Now, like I'd said in the voiceover, it was so bizarre, so strange, we thought we'd truly captured something otherworldly. And then on one of the next investigations we went on when we were setting up the equipment, I was like, you know what, I'm curious to see if this was caused by something explainable. And I tested it out. And let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So right here in front of me, I have a REM pod, and I have the exact digital audio recorder that we captured this strange sound on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the REM pod and turn up the range to the exact range that it was on when we captured this strange REM pod activity, which we still have no idea what could have caused the REM pod to act the way that it did, but I figured something out with this recorder. So you can see you got the range up. Recording, this is REM pod test in the office. So setting it down within a similar proximity to what it was at whenever we were there at the Montana State Prison. Ending. So let's listen to this back and see if it did the exact same thing. So there you go, there you have it. On the highest frequency that the REM pod alarms at, this audio recorder, because it was made, gosh, I'm not even sure what year this audio recorder came out, it would have not had the frequency range to actually capture how high this REM pod alarm or chime actually goes. So it was not strange that this audio recorder cut out when the REM pod hit its highest point of alarm. Now, what was causing the REM pod to alarm so strongly is still a mystery to us, but at least we know that that is not mysterious. And as far as the voice that was captured on that audio recorder when this REM pod was alarming at its max, the footage tells the story. At that exact moment that we thought we captured that strange voice, I mumbled, "What the f***" under my breath. That is maxed out. What the f***?
Could you please take a step back from that light for just one moment?
And because this was having trouble capturing the audio of this, it muffled my voice, making it sound different. So, yeah, the voice in the audio recorder in that moment, nothing about that was unexplainable, but that REM pod activity is still some of the most interesting REM pod activity that we have captured on an investigation to this day. But that audio recording is debunked.
I feel like something's attached to me. I've seen dark shadows, an actual face. It's been pretty scary.
Whoa.
Are you in William's room?
William. What?
I definitely want some answers.
Now it's creeping down the floor.
I just felt like a...
So you need to go. You need to leave this family alone.
Whoa. Leave this house and don't return. All right, so we are getting ready to leave Bill's house for abandonment. We have 3 cameras set up, all the equipment is set up. We're gonna leave for about an hour and see what happens inside the house while it is completely empty. We have a camera here in the living room with a REM pod in that hallway that he always sees shadows moving. Cat ball here, cat ball in the living room. They only light up if something touches them or moves them. So if you see them light up on their own, could be paranormal. Our second camera is set up in Bill's bedroom, pointed across towards the doorway out into the hallway here, where he says he always sees shadows peek around the doorway at him when he's laying in bed. In there is a Mel meter which has the REM function, so it detects static as well as EMF and ambient temperature. Down in the basement there's a camera from his sports man cave hangout room down the hallway. There is the paranormal music box set up on the floor, as well as multiple cat balls in there as well. Sitting on the chair in that room is the EDI plus meter, which picks up on temperature changes, air pressure changes, as well as vibration, EMF. So if there's any environmental changes in that room, it's gonna let us know. You guys ready to take off and leave this house empty for about an hour?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. We're leaving.
We conduct these abandonment sessions to see what paranormal activity occurs inside the allegedly haunted buildings that we investigate when they're completely empty. We've been doing these abandonment sessions on our investigation for over a decade, and sometimes it seems like someone is very interested in our equipment. And tonight was no different. But on this occasion, we were surprised by who takes interest. We spent 12 hours in Bill's house for this investigation and never once saw this cat with our own eyes while we were there. Where it was hiding, we have no idea. But as soon as we leave for abandonment, the evasive feline spends the whole hour exploring the house. The unfortunate part of it is that our cameras didn't capture anything that couldn't be explained by our furry adventurer. And no part of the house was left out. Not even the closets. And 2 minutes before we arrive back at the house, like a stealthy ninja, the cat returned to its basement hiding spot. And we didn't see it again for the rest of the night. We're back. We have returned.
We've found 4 different entities that haunts this place. Shadow figures, footsteps, voices, EVPs.
They believe that they are still here, that they take care of this house, that they protect this house.
The little girl likes to make her presence known. She would tug on your pants legs and she'll run.
Oh,
That was a girl laughing.
What was that? Oh my god, dude.
Sarah.
Huh?
Really?
What? It just said, I'm so close.
Man, there's no way. Are you here? Is there anybody here?
Whoa!
Mary, do you not like it when people are in your house?
God, man. Hold on. Let me go on the other side of this because I know I'm going to walk forward and just take it out. Oh, God. It's a ghost.
It was.
Was that you? Did you hear that?
I did. It sounded like footsteps at the bottom of the stairs.
That was very creepy.
It was.
Was that you? Was that you? And we're getting ready to leave for abandonment. We have 4 cameras set up throughout the Octagon house to cover as much area as we possibly can, especially the hot spots that we feel are the areas where we're most likely to capture paranormal activity. This first camera is set up in the foyer right inside the main front door, not the front door that's used now, but the original front door, pointing not only down towards this beautiful spiral staircase, but also into the living room. This is the main thoroughfare that the families that lived here, including the original Gregg family, would have used to get into their house, in and out of their house. So we have EDI plus meter in here. We have the spirit pod, a proximity meter. If anything gets close to this antenna, it's going to alarm, and we have it actually pointing out across this hallway. So if someone walks, it's going to go off.
Ooh.
We have a camera right back here in Mr. Gregg's office with a paranormal music box. But the reason we wanted to put this camera right in here is because Tommy told us this door right here likes to move all the time, and we wanted to make sure that this closet door was in frame of that camera in case that door decides to open. But it is a plus that this room is actually where they say a lot of paranormal activity occurs relating to Forrest and his son Tom. But we have a camera up on the second floor, an action cam, covering the entirety of the spiral staircase from the top. You can see all the way around that walkway that overlooked the first floor, and you can also see into some of the rooms. So we have devices set up accordingly, including a cat ball.
Oh yeah.
In the exact spot where Tommy and that group that he was investigating with had it knocked off from. We'll see what happens. But the final camera is set up in the servants' quarters.
Yes.
An area that's known to have a very oppressive or rather heavy energy in there. And people walk up to the top of the stairs and immediately feel out of breath. They feel heavy in the chest. And a lot of people have had strange and unusual experiences in there. So we'll see what happens. We're going to leave for an hour, let these cameras roll and see what they pick up on when the house, the Octagon house, is completely empty.
Completely.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
There's only one thing left to do then.
Leave.
Exactly.
Oh. You're wanting me to perform again.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Make the people proud.
I will. We're leaving! God. This camera. We're leaving! I don't know what that was, but let's go.
That was an interesting one.
As the abandonment session continued, our camera in the servants' quarters captured the distinct sounds of movement. But unfortunately, we know that these sounds are not paranormal. The culprit was identified by Tommy hours ago during his interview.
We do have critters that runs through this home. Raccoons, they love it in here. We are working on trying to get that sealed to where they can't enter no more and do any more damage that they already done.
So it turns out the house is not empty. Even though no humans are present, this entire abandonment session is contaminated by hidden raccoons. So any sound of knocking or movement must be assumed to be our furry friends. This means we have to rely on our equipment to pick up on any unexplained presence. But unfortunately, every single piece of equipment was silent the entire time we were gone.
We were right back. Set that off. What was that?
That cat ball.
Was it really?
Yeah. It's flashing.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know what to think.
And you didn't touch the banister, you just picked up the EDIs.
The EDI was here. I picked it up like this.
Hold on. Oh my god, man. Hold on. Going upstairs here.
All right, you guys, so we just got back from abandonment, and as we were getting ready to start collecting everything, the cat ball upstairs
That camera's dead.
moved. Huh?
So that camera was dead, the one in the servants' quarters.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, I'm upstairs here now. Oh man, hold on, I'm coming around here. Where did it go to?
I don't know.
It's not on the banister anymore. It's in the bucket.
What?
It fell right into the bucket.
In the middle of the stairs?
Yeah, right in the middle of the stairwell here.
How
Or like
are we-
right in the middle of the top of the stairs.
How are we going to get it?
No, I can get it.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was funny that it fell directly into the bucket.
Oh, that bucket.
Yeah, the white bucket. Okay, so that camera definitely caught that because it is still rolling.
Good.
We're gonna try and do some debunking because that's what you have to do in these situations. So Dave had this set up like that on the banister. So you can see it's flashing. Now the thing of it is that this banister is connected downstairs because it all connects as one. But where the EDI meter was set up down there where Dave is, it would go up the stairs to the top here on this side, all the way around, and then to the cat ball. So if it was a vibration, just a very slight vibration of Dave picking the EDI plus meter up that knocked that off, it would have had to have traveled all the way around that full loop pretty much. So Dave, go ahead and do exactly what you did, and I'm going to stand as still as possible.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
So I came this way, you went down that way. I came over here, picked up the EDI, and walked this way. Is it still where you put it?
Yeah, it's still where I put it. It hasn't moved.
Well, I'm going to try and just do some vibration on this banister.
Okay.
Which I did not do.
Right, you didn't even touch the banister, but it's worth trying that if you bang on the banister to see if it'll move the ball. So let me film it. Okay, I'm filming it.
Okay.
Do it again. Do it again. It's making it move ever so slightly, but not enough to get it to roll.
Well, I mean, that's all fine and fair, but I wasn't doing that.
Right, you didn't do that. You didn't even touch the banister. You just grabbed the meter off of there.
Now, what if I also wasn't stomping, but let me stomp.
Okay. It did cause the ball to move slightly, like with a vibration, but...
Okay. And we'll just walk like we were walking when we came back.
Yep, just as we were.
You were first.
Well, you walked in first, and then you went for the EDI meter, and I walked past you.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to collect the EDI.
All right, I'm coming this way. Nothing.
It is flashing. Now let's do it a little heavier.
Okay.
It's definitely flashing, but it didn't fall. No, man, there's no way.
Okay. It literally took that.
It took Lord of the Dance for that to fall.
In this moment, we didn't have the information from the close-up angle of the ball. Seeing the way that it moved when we were merely walking shows us that it was unstable to withstand these vibrations. And due to human error, for the test, we set the ball up slightly further away from the slope in the banister. And knowing now that it was closer when the ball originally fell, only makes us more confident that the slight walking vibrations could have caused it to fall. All that time that we took to test this possible piece of evidence has definitely paid off. It is debunked. The question is, do we get 2 points for the slam dunk into the bucket? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments below, and we are going to get into this first session here at the Octagon house.
Some of these clips were definitely very interesting, and it just goes to show you that when we go into some of these haunted locations, places where people have had experiences that are truly shocking and unexplainable, and sometimes even paranormal, that we have our own experiences that in the moment we feel like are too strange to be explainable. But when we look at the footage back and when we review what happened, it turns out there was an explanation. And sure, that explanation might be bizarre and weird, like 2 field mice chasing each other down a path, running directly into the back of one of our pieces of equipment. Or a giant gale force gust of wind picking up and creating a vacuum within a building that then closes a door. But in the end, when we capture this footage and we analyze this footage and we find an explanation, it's not counterproductive to what we're doing. It doesn't disappoint us, because that's exactly what we want. When we capture this footage, we want to show people that not everything that happens is going to be a ghost or is going to be paranormal. Sometimes the answer is right in front of our face. All we have to do is search for it. But all that does is make the footage that we capture that we can't find an explanation for that much more interesting and that much more terrifying. So whenever you go on your own paranormal investigations, we implore you to look deeper into the footage, because if we can't tell the difference between wind closing a door and something paranormal closing a door, we're never going to find true answers behind the strange and unusual things that people experience in some of these buildings. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this compilation and you want to see more like it in the future, make sure you leave us a comment down below telling us exactly what you think. If you found something to be particularly interesting that you want to comment on, please let us know. That's why the comment section is there. And also, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We want to thank you all for supporting us in this paranormal quest and everything that we do. And we hope that you found this video just as interesting as we did. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next episode, on the next adventure, at the next location, on our paranormal quest. Bye. Hey, if you enjoyed that episode, maybe click on one of these other videos and watch some more. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, click on this button right down below. We want to thank all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters for making all of this possible. And we'll see you next time.